Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be showing us how to make this beautiful head wrap, headband. It's satin lined, it's good for like protecting your hair, it's good for bad hair days and just everything else in between. So let's get ready. I'm going to be showing us what we're going to be using for this project today. We need a lining fabric. So I've got the satin lining fabric, which I'm going to put on the side. I've got the fabric itself, and this is an African print Ankara fabric, which I'm going to be using. Of course, my scissors and my tailor's chalk. So first things first is measurements. So the measurements we're going to be using for this is, so the length we're working with today is 11 inches. It's just got a few. So 11 inches from top to bottom. And then the width that we're going to be working with is 22 inches, like you can see. So 22 inches and 11 inches is what we're going to be working with today. Again, 22 inches for the width and 11 inches for the length or the height of the head wrap. Now you can make this longer or shorter depending on how big you want your head wrap to be, but that's the measurements we're going to be working with today. And for the lining fabric, still the same measurements. I have cut it out already. I'm just going to open it up. Also, this is a satin lining fabric, as you can see. So again, this is 11 inches by 22 inches. So that's 11 inches and we've got 22 inches here. So I'm going to put both pieces together right side facing. So this is the right side of this fabric. And for this one, sometimes it's quite hard to tell the right side with this type of fabrics. So I'm going to put them together. And what I'm going to do now is take it to my sewing machine. I'm going to sew this long bit together. So from end to end and from end to end. And then I would come back and show you what next we need doing. So now both sides have been sewn. I've also trimmed the excess fabrics that was peeping out on the side. I'm going to trim this side as well. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. I've just trimmed out the excess. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it to the right side. So it's right side facing. And I'm just going to give it a nice press, just so the lines lay flatly. Now, before I go do that, I'm going to show you the straps we're going to use, the measurements for the straps. Straps is going to be 6 inches by 22 inches, and it's going to the 22 inches is on fold. So I'm going to measure that out, and it is 6 inches. And this is 22 inches. So by the time I cut this line off, it's going to be 22 inches. And that's going to be for the 2 straps of this headpiece. So as you can see now, the measurement now is 22 inches and this is 6 inches. Okay, so for the straps now that has been cut. So what I've just done is I have just done the slant bit. So all you need to do is 1 inch from the end, just on one side. So I've just taken 1 inch and then I've just slanted it and then just trimmed it on both of the straps. So this is the straps we're going to be using for this headpiece. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this to my sewing machine and I'm going to sew from this bit, the slanting. So we're sewing from the slant bit and we're leaving this edge open. And from this side, we're sewing the slant all the way to the end and then we're leaving this edge open just so we can turn this fabric right side facing. So I'm just going to take this to my sewing machine and then I will show you what it looks like. When I turn it to the right side, I'm going to iron it before I come to show you what it looks like. I have ironed it nicely. So that's the lining bit. That's the normal bit. That's the straps. I can see the slanting thing I did. So what we're going to be doing now is squashing it into this thing. Before I do that, I would need to fold it in about 1/4 of an inch, just so it has the nice finished bit to it. So it's going to be like so. And I'll do the same for the other side. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to put this together, and then I will tuck this into this bit. Again, like 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 an inch, just so it's sitting nicely both front and back. So that is going to be like so. So you can see how the back is. I can see how the front is. I'm going to arrange this bit as well because you want it to be nicely finished. And then I'm just going to pin it down in place so it doesn't move anywhere while I take it to the sewing machine to sew it. And I'm going to do the same for the other side as well. So by the time I sew it down, this is what it's going to look like, and this is the final product, and also show you how to style the head wrap. Okay, so this is the final look, and I'm just showing different ways you can tie the head wrap. Again, like I said at the beginning of this video, you can use it for bad head days and different times. This head wrap is currently available on my Etsy store. I will leave the link in the description box down below in case you wanted to get one for yourself, for your friends, and everyone around you. Do well to check it out. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the content of this video. If you did, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye.